Hey, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hello, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm does not want to go on camera. My hair is a mess.
Yeah, you have to turn on your camera. That's one of the rules for live.
No, I'm like I just washed my hair. It's like a fro.
Ain't nothing wrong with fro. We
No,
love a
it's
fro over here.
a hot mess. But I got a question for you.
You have to turn on the camera. If you don't turn on the camera, you can come back another time or maybe put like, I don't know, a headband on
Okay.
or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to put it on. Okay. See, my hair is a mess, so let me. But I have a question
I
for you.
can't see you. Hmm.
Huh?
I can't see you yet.
You see my hair?
Nothing wrong with your hair. It's like you took out braids. That's it.
I know. I gotta do it. That's why I didn't want to go on camera. But let me stop being like that.
Take your time.
Okay. Put on my bonnet. I'm just excited that you you know added me. So I have a question about my relationship. Can you hear me?
Yes. Jen, you got on a shirt, Jen?
It's a tube top.
Okay, okay. What's going on?
So me and my boyfriend we've been staying together for 4 years.
Hmm.
I have 5 kids, and so my three older ones by my husband they stay with him. So it's just me and my two youngest, and for 4 years he's not really bonding with them, and
For 4 years, you're saying your boyfriend you're with now hasn't bonded with your other kids that you have with your husband.
no, okay, my I have 5 kids. My three older boys live with my husband, my
Okay.
ex-husband.
Okay.
So it's just me and my two younger that I had with fiance.
Okay.
So like I said, we've been living together for 4 years, and I don't. I have to ask him to do everything, like initiate everything, like date night, anything I want. I have to just tell him. I'm just at the point where I'm tired of
Hmm.
telling. I want him to,
Hmm.
do things.
Hmm.
So I know my friends tell me like, "Oh, you should leave," but I don't want to leave. He's a good dude. I mean,
Have you communicated that with him, Jennifer? Have you said,
I
hey, babe,
have.
you never
When we get into
initiate?
arguments, yeah, it's like he only hear me when we get into an argument. Cause like I said, I can take and take. He says he wants me because I go to school. I'm going to school to be a nurse, and I work in a nursing home, and then I'm dealing with my kids. I got a lot on my plate. All I ask, like he says, if I have to start first, like if he wants to see me being consistent with my kids, which I am, so I don't get why he's saying that, but
That he wants to see you consistent with your kids. That's
he
what he
wants to
said.
see me do stuff first, and then he'll do it. But I have my two younger kids. They're autistic, and it's really hard. Like just doing like homework with them. It's two, so I'm like, can you get one and I get the other? Like,
What if he wanted to see you do first with the kids exactly? What?
said, okay, I need to be more reading with them more, and I do need to like read with them more every day. But like again, I'm in nursing school, and it's a lot. So I'm trying to, but I'm just not doing as much.
And he's the father of your two youngest children, right? Of
No,
your.
no.
Okay,
And that's
Jennifer.
another thing too. He has a daughter, but she stays with her mom, and he sees her like every other weekend or every month, once a month or something. It's not consistent with her. He's just more like financial. So I'm asking. Sometimes I tell myself like, I guess I'm expecting too much. If he's not really around his child, how can I expect him to really be there and bond? But I'm like, how can you live with someone for 4 years? You a man and I have boys, and not at least him to be like a role model or father
But the
figure.
thing is, Jen, he could also say, why did you allow me to be here for this long and not even bond with my children?
I guess because uh,
Why did you allow it as a woman? That could also be a question, Jen.
yeah, because I see the good in him. I don't know. Our relationship started off a little rocky. My guard was up. There was some trust issues in the beginning. So I don't know. It's I'm like I know what I need to do. It's just if he's still here, like it's
Mhm.
just simple stuff. Like
What do
listen,
you want to do? What do you want to do? What is it that you want to hear? What is the real question deep in your heart and soul that you want to know?
I just want him to be like a provider, a real man. I have a man in the house and not a man of the house. Like he's helping me with half of the rent or stuff like that. But I wanted a family. Like, I was married before, so this is different. I experienced that, a man doing for his kids and all that. And I get it, they're not his biologically, but you knew what you was getting when you started dating me, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, I do understand what you're saying, and it sounds like you want to feel more like a family, like mom and dad, children together doing activities, bonded. But the thing is, the foundation of the relationship sounds like it wasn't built on that. So it's hard to do that 4 years later. If this is your pattern, if this how the relationship was built on this type of, I guess, pattern, habit, behavior, then why should he change now?
Right. Like I said, he shows like he does stuff for me. It's just like at the point because I have kids. It's time to. I don't know. I guess I am.
But
I'm
the
so
thing is,
I'm
you've
stupid.
always had children. You've had your two children already, and he knew. And I'm sure in the beginning, when you guys first started dating, Jen, you said, "This is what I want in a man. This is what I want to look for." And you guys were vibing out. Things was good. He said what he would do and how he would do it. And somewhere along the way, he just didn't. And then maybe you thought, okay, he's a good guy. Maybe he'll change in a month.
Yes, I
Maybe
was more so in his with his potential.
right,
Like I know
exactly.
what he can do, so I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. But
I don't.
you gotta look at me. I gotta see you right now. Okay. We can't do anything with potential. The bill man, the rent man, the mortgage man, you can't say, you know what, in 2 months, my money's coming in. Can I pay you later? You can't do that. They want their money now,
Right.
right? Mom has to show up now for the kids.
He just
You gotta
wants.
pay the
I have to
car
show
mortgage
him. I have to
now.
prove myself to him. Basically, like
You
I don't.
can't do anything with potential. You just can't. And unfortunately, nothing's going to change. And he doesn't have to change because you have made it okay for so long. And I'm
They
being
say people
very
do what
honest
you
with you,
allow.
woman to woman. What's that?
They say people do to you what you allow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. I just feel like I said, I do feel stupid. I know what I need to do is just, I love him. I have a fear of abandonment. Like everything I love, I always lost or I got hurt the most by people that love me. I don't know. It's really hard to explain the whole situation. I'm a little nervous too, but
No, absolutely. Maybe therapy too, Jen. You need to go to therapy. Not only abandonment issues and maybe things from your childhood or your past, also a mom and you have autistic kids, like you said, children. Your other children are living with your ex husband. That's a lot to deal with. I'm sure
yeah.
you have thoughts. Maybe sometimes you feel guilty about certain things.
I
You
just
have a lot on your plate. So
I'm just
you
like I tell him I'm overwhelmed. Like I just need a help me. Is it so wrong with just helping me? Like as I'm always there for him. I'm in there for everybody. When it comes to me, it's
But
like,
he
oh,
knows
I
that, Jen. He knows that. He knows you're there for everybody. He knows you're gonna be okay. He knows you're strong. He knows that. So he doesn't have to show up in the way that you want him to show up because you made it okay for so long, Jen. You made it okay. Why now? Why all of a sudden now you want me to change when it has been okay for 4 years?
like my friend used to tell me, she says like, you're doing all these wifely things for him and why would he make you a wife? I'm like, and I tell him that too. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fall back on some of the stuff. He said, oh, why? Like, if you're gonna, he says he's gonna marry me, like, it's in the plan, but he just, we want to be more financially ready. But I told him, I'm like, you talking to somebody that used to be married before, and I was in my like 22 when I got married, so we were dead broke, like, but we had each other. So what's the difference?
Right. But I don't even know that you guys should get married. If this is how the relationship is going now.
Because like
And
I
for
said in the beginning, it was rocky. It was me because okay, I felt like this. I gave him loyalty. We had some he cheated on me. Well, it wasn't like a physical cheat or whatever. And that like once he it's like I said, it's really complicated. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard. I feel stupid. I shouldn't even.
you don't have to feel stupid,
I'm
Jen.
not
There's
looking for
plenty
no
of
words.
women on this live who has experienced this, who have been through something. Everyone has been through something.
I just feel like he's not validating my feelings. Like, even if I'm wrong, I just need somebody to be more understanding. And then
But
again,
the,
yeah,
yeah.
what I want, I don't feel like it's a lot. It's like it's asking for too much. Just if you're gonna live with me, just be there for my kids. Like, if you love me, love my kids. Show affection to my kids. You know, initiate stuff. I'm
Yeah,
tired
but
of
you had again, you should have built that foundation in the beginning, year one. Year one, or maybe into year two, because I don't know how soon you let him meet your children, but that foundation should have been built in the beginning, not 4 years later, Jen. Now y'all already have your routine, y'all have your patterns. Why should he change now?
All right. Well, why is it so hard to like leave though? Like, I'm just afraid like if I do leave, and he gonna find somebody and give her everything, and then I'm just no, who's gonna really want me with 5 kids? You know, I don't go out. I'm just work, school.
So do you feel like you're just staying because you don't want to be lonely? Is that what I'm hearing?
A little bit, yeah.
But the thing is, if you're not getting what you want and your only fear is because you're lonely, I mean, I feel like you're already lonely. You just get to say, oh, I have a fiance, but you're alone in the relationship
But
still.
when he do stuff, I mean, you know, it's nice. Like I said, he buys me things. We it's just not consistent. And it's like it's not even about the gifts or anything. Again, I'm more family oriented. Like I want him to do.
I could give you advice. I can tell you what you need to do. I think you already know what you should do.
I
But
do.
when you're ready, I think when you're ready, you'll make that decision. When you're ready, you'll make that decision. And the thing is, getting married either makes whatever's going on better or it makes it worse.
Yeah.
So I want you to also keep that in mind. Things are not going well between me and him. Is it gonna get better for me, him, and my children when we get married?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
there's a saying, I could do bad all by myself. I don't need help doing bad by
And I
myself.
know that. I know I can do better by myself, but I just don't want to start all over. Like I feel like I wasted 4 years. Why we can't like get it together? Is it still a little bit of hope? Maybe if he
I mean, do you want to
more
wait another 4 to find out too? Do you want to do another 4 years? 4 years older, 4 years of more life, 4 years more.
yeah.
You have to
That's
decide
my
that.
problem. I've been a people pleaser like a lot. Like I do need to focus on myself and more self love. It's hard because I've been like mentally abused and physically abused, and yeah, so I guess that is.
That's a part. Yeah, that plays a part in how we show up in relationships and what type of partners we
I just
choose.
feel
That's why I'm
like
saying you have to go to therapy, Jen.
right, I just feel like him knowing all of that. Like, how can you still stay with somebody, you know, and knowing that they're hurting and they're trying their best, the best they know how? Then, like he said, I gotta give 100 for him to give 110. But I'm like, I'm giving.
Yeah. It's because you're allowing it. If you allow it, he's just gonna do it. And he knows that you have these feelings already, like, oh, she ain't leaving me, she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
She knows that just as much as you believe that to be true, he knows it.
Yeah, it just hurts hearing it. Like I know, but then like I'm saying, I'm asking you and you're telling me, and I hear seeing the comments. Like
Mhm.
I know what I need to do. Is just I don't know why I can't just take that step and just leave.
Yeah, because it's scary. It's scary. You're like, your thoughts, as you just said to me, Ash, I have 5 children. I've been with this man for 4 years. I'm listening to YouTube. There's girls out here who ain't got no man, ain't got no baby, ain't got no this. You're listening to things not only on the internet, but from people in your life. So
Right.
with that, with all the thoughts that you have about yourself and your life, that all is coming down on your spirit and on your mind. That's making it harder for you to leave.
Yeah.
It's all of those things.
I'm just tired of getting into relationships, and I'm always the one to have to show them, what a woman should be like. No, like
Mhm.
move accordingly. I gotta. teach them. I don't know how to teach a man, but
Yeah, and you
I gotta
shouldn't
show
have
them how to
to.
love me, how to.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to. That's why you need therapy. That's why you need to go to therapy, Jen. You have to go. You have to go.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm not really good.
Yeah, no worries. It's a lot of
I
people
watch your
here.
stuff all the time, and you give me like motivation. I just gotta stay. My biggest thing right now is just I have to stay consistent and disciplined.
Absolutely. And therapy. I want you to get a therapist. Even if you try it one time, you sign up for one session. Just one. Just go for one. You don't need 12 pack, a 12-pack session, a 15. Just go once. Pay $96, however much.
And then it's crazy.
Go once.
It's crazy too because like you would think that he would want to do better or at least be understanding because I was so overwhelmed. Like I have really bad anxiety and I suffer from depression, and it got so bad where I wound up in a mental institution. I had to stay for like 6 days. But I actually, it was the best thing that ever happened. I needed those 6 days because I didn't have to worry about my kids. I can just really focus on me. And the help was good. But when I got back, it was back to the same, taking care of everybody. It's like, I want to go to the gym. I want to take care of myself, but I can't. I'm too much. I'm pouring into everybody and yeah.
Yeah. And that's the other great thing I'm saying about therapy is because you get to speak to someone who's not biased, who's not your friends and family, someone who's a stranger, someone you can just pour out all your emotions and feelings onto. You need that outlet, is what I'm saying. You need the outlet. I know you're strong. I know you can do things on your own, but I'm telling you, you need someone else outside of you to talk about these things with. You need it.
Yeah, it's like I say you gotta love yourself. I love other people. Like I love helping people, and I don't know how to love myself. I just know how to help and love other people. Do right by other people, but yet get treated like nothing. Yeah, but you're right. I do need therapy. It is therapy. Just hearing it from you now, a stranger, and I'm reading the comments is like, yeah. Like I said, I know what I need to do is just taking that step to do it because I know if I do it and I get the help I need and I become that person, that better version,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's gonna be out the window.
Yeah, you'll be once you become a different person, what you like, what you thought you like, you won't be attracted to anymore. Once you get the help, once you start to level up, once you start to really work on who you are. Hmm.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, Jen. Keep me updated, okay? Oh, Jen, I'm sending her lots of love, lots of healing energy. And someone says she needs a girl's night. No, she doesn't need a girl's night. She needs therapy. She doesn't need a drink. She doesn't need to party. She needs therapy, not a girl's night. No. You don't keep repeating the same cycle. And that goes for all the Jins watching because I know there's another Jin who's in the same situation. You may have a little less or a little more kids. Your man may be a different shade or a different height. Why is this the normal for so many women? Well, it really depends. It really depends. For some, but not for others. You have to know your worth. That's why. It really comes down to knowing your worth. Know your worth, then add tax. Stop trying to help. Stop trying to be strong for everyone. Put your back straight. That's what it's about. Really knowing your worth. You know, if you didn't get that in your childhood, which I know a lot of young women didn't get, words of affirmation telling you that it was possible, that you're beautiful, that you can be anything you want to be. If you didn't hear those things, you went out into the world looking for it. Through a man, through a woman, you went to look for it, or you tried to become it. You tried to become that thing and show up as that thing for someone else in hopes that they will reciprocate it back to you. That's usually what happens. So that's why you have to go to therapy. And before y'all have children, because children are a blessing. They are. They are a blessing. But before y'all start making babies and having children, I want you to think, is this someone I can see myself with for the rest of my life? Even if we're not in a relationship, I have to deal with this person. Is this person father material? They may be cute. We may be turning up. We may be having a good time. But I don't think maybe he won't be a good dad. I want you guys to think about these things before making babies. And that's not to her. That's to any woman watching. Okay? And I don't even want to say choose your baby daddy. We should be choosing husbands.